EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. That one a first down pickup of 8. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. A first down carry for Henry. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 24. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He's going to get it running right, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Titans are going to add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Quick throw completed by Watson. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. from the gun. Here's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Titans 17, Texans nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to get this out to the 25.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Get the call goes. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards.
Texans.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. 17-0 our score after 1.
Texans nothing.
It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again is Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Watson looks to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Brissett to throw on first. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. To throw, Brissett. Quick hitch, complete. It's Grant. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Brissett. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Watson, off play action. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 88 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Play fake. Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
3rd down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Over the middle to Smith. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Dorsett. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1.
To throw is Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Brissett on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Dorsett on the return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Texans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Being chased out left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Well, they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A second-round pick from Ohio State. Here's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of...
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
A gain of 42.
A big-time play there for the Texans. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
23, the ball.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd down.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. His pass caught at the 4. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Titans 24, Texans 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Brissett. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A shotgun handoff to Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it again with Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Derrick Henry.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Carry now for Derrick Henry. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
That's good.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Play action now. Brissett. His throw incomplete. Darrington Evans, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Brissett's going to keep it on the option. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
On the keeper.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Watch 36 to Mike.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
brings up 4th down and...
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back now in Nashville, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Hey, pick your game up. Check.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brissett escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Henry. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from? Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Quincy Wilson that time, was able to make the play defensively.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Watson now to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st and 10, Watson. Flush to his right. This goes to Mack on the check down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Well, here's a 1st down throw that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
1st down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Henry. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Line 36. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On the count it. It's Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Today's final score, Titans 20.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this.